sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I am making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeovers here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to support the show, do you want to support SHR Media? Do you want a kick-ass t-shirt? Or do you want a survival custom-made bracelet? If so, go to reaver.one/shop. That is REAVER.ONE/SHOP. How's everybody doing today? The news is just scary. Scary anymore. It's hard to keep up with everything. Let's see. I can't even where exactly we are at on everything. There's so much going on. And it does not look like it's getting better anytime soon. It doesn't. It's... Nothing worse than having coffee grounds in your coffee. Oh. So it's kind of funny with everything going on. What is happening? I love this. I not a fight argument. Me and a gentleman went back and forth, and he told me how on the numbers that I have given for Trump, the rallies, compared to Hillary, that doesn't mean anything. That's just showing enthusiasm into his campaign. And I find it funny that in 2008, 2012, those numbers were very much thrown into the mix. So now that we have a candidate that the elite, that the media don't like, those numbers don't mean a thing. It doesn't mean anything about Twitter numbers, Facebook numbers, even though the book was rewritten under Obama. Now, because these numbers aren't fitting, they're telling these people, "Oh no, that has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. That has everything to goddamn do with it." They're trying to save face. They're trying to prop up this candidate. There's even some Democrats admitting they're trying to prop her up. This is not. I'm kind of dumbfounded on all these numbers are relevant. All these numbers are against Hillary. And they don't like it. I don't know what more to say about it. I mean, it is what it is. It's sort of like Hillary saying that she's gonna take the high road. She's gonna take the high road. She didn't take the high road. She keeps slandering and attacking Trump, but keeps telling everybody she's going to take the high road. Well, people are not as dumb as they think. People aren't just as blind. There's still people that are blind. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is a lot of people are waking up to the bullshit. They're not buying into the normal media hype. They're actually thinking for themselves. And I'm actually kind of proud. And it's people are not as gullible as we all thought. And but there's still some that are just too willing to give up free thought. I mean, they're blindly following this crap. Man, Windows is starting to piss me off. They've really screwed the computers on this update. My networking is all blown out. I don't have any network anymore. I mean, there was issues before, but now, I mean, they've really pissed me off. Frasa. Sorry, but it's supposed to be real easy, and now they just screwed it. I'm still messing with my damn computers after that update. Oh, man. Windows. So I guess this was the idea of the free Windows 10. Let's see how bad I can screw your computer up on you. Idiots. So let's get on to some of the news. They've really screwed my computer. I hate this. Starting to get one computer somewhat back together as I talk to you guys. Sugar. Hold on. It is one of those days. Nothing seems to be working. Important phone call there. Sorry. So the other day, I know I'm pretty behind on talking about this, but it's been that hectic of late. James Comey was brought in to justify his how do you want to put it? His screwing over the American people. And it looks like some more information came out. And some of that may have been that Huma Abedin got caught in a couple lies, which anybody with a brain knows that. The release of FBI documents relating to the Clinton email investigation reveal that top Clinton aide Huma Abedin picked one username that Clinton would use on the server, despite claiming she had no knowledge of the server. That's kind of weird. I mean, she claims, I have no knowledge of it, but I'm making choices for it. That's... It didn't. It's absolutely... I don't want to say hysterical because it's not hysterical. It's sick. The amount of blatant lying... The amount of blatant lying that has been done to cover up Hillary's oh my God, I'm just besides myself. FBI had blatant evidence that she outright lied to him. And they sit there and act like it's nothing. But let me or you lie to the FBI. And, oh yes, we are going to pay hell for it. They are going to flip a lid. We're going to get accused of every little illegal charge that they can think of. It's appalling. It's absolutely appalling. Oh my God, noises on my computer. The beeping and flashing and flashing and bleeping. Let's see, where are we? Where are we? It drives me nuts. The blatant abuse of power that's going on in our government. Just, it's appalling. And it's fucking sick. I mean, what else could we call it? It is unredeemable, to use one of Hillary's phrases. It's, what the heck? Oh my God, it's going to drive me nuts tonight. Yes, it is. No. It's got me tongue-tied and almost speechless with the amount of corruption and blatant one-sided, well, not just one side, it's the blatant favoritism. This elites getting away with whatever they want. It's unbelievable. Unfriggin' believable. You know, as I sit here and do the show today, and that discussion I had gotten into with that gentleman, and he's talking about basically the polls only matter. LA Times has Trump +6 now. There's several other polls that have Trump pulling away. LA Times does their polls every day, calls groups of people. I was actually shocked to find that out. Every day they do polls. A lot of these polls I don't trust right now. Until we get closer, I will go with Sackhead Sean, what he told me. And that is, as we're further out, the polls lean towards the liberals. And as we get closer, the polls start to show the true stats. And as we get closer, if everybody notices, the polls keep swinging closer and closer to Trump. And let me tell you, these campaigns have a better insight and better knowledge of the actual numbers. And you could see it in the actions of the candidates. Hillary's clawing away, screaming, insulting. Trump's becoming calm. Not becoming, he's calm. So, she's losing ground on all the swing states. There's the polls that I've seen where they just don't show a national number. They show state by state what's going on. And the electoral vote, how it would come out by conducting the polls in each state and coming up with the numbers that way. And Trump's breaking 270 already. And that's without Pennsylvania. That's not without California. That is where you also have to truly look at a lot of polls. You can't just look at the national polls as an altogether number because it doesn't give a actual true look at what's going on. And if you don't, you're not getting what I mean is if I go and poll a bunch of people, an equal amount in each state, it's hard to get the number because different states have different electoral value. So that's basically giving every state an equal vote, which you can't do. You have to give each state an individual value, independent value. I think I'm losing myself on explaining this. Sorry. Damn computer. Keep yelling at me. Might yell at me one more time. Oh, crap. All right. I'll have to deal with it later. Oh, God, it's that time. All right, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to dive back into this and hopefully get my head out of the bewilderness of this campaign that's just, it's weird. Holy shit. So, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube, Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, at Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our Gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. And we also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch broadcasts, well, right now that broadcast is down. I should have it back up Monday. I apologize on that. I'm telling you, between the technical issues I had and then this Windows update, that Windows update did more damage than good. The networking on my computer is just blown out. Programs aren't working now. It's just a hassle, and it's a lot of programs I forget that I have until I go to use them. And a simple thing like a desktop gadget where I had the clock up on my desktop so I can see, when everything is going on, when to take my breaks, when to start the show, when to finish the show. I have the CPU usage, so I make sure that the computers aren't getting taxed too much during the show, and it does not work anymore on my main desktop. Well, some reason why, as the beginning of the show, I found the fix for it. Well, I can't fix on my main computer because, well, lo and behold, I have to do a restart, and I can't do a restart while I'm doing the program. It's just this big circle, and I don't understand. Windows really screwed up this time. They really did. I'm not happy. Talking about Ohio, the article was I was looking at. Now the left are saying Ohio has nothing to do with elections, nothing like before. And it's funny, before, she's got to win in Ohio. She's losing. We don't need Ohio. That don't mean nothing. And they do that all the time. They'll talk about how important something is, and when she's starting to lose, it's not important anymore. Yeah, that's just old wise tale. They're trying to, and I see it as they go down in flames. Because now my wife being a smart ass. So to give you what's also going on is going to my mother's for dinner tonight. All right, as soon as I get done the show, I'm heading over there, hanging out the day there. And my wife is all happy because she doesn't have to cook dinner. She's woohoo! No dinner cooking for her. Smart ass. It's her numbers are going down faster than Monica Lewinsky and the Oval Office. You can see it in her actions. She's clamoring, and a lot of liberals are doing, because now you're starting to really see the viciousness, attacks, you're racist, you're this, you're that, and da-da-da-da-da. And guess what? It's showing the world, and I'm not the only one. I've kind of paid attention to it. There's a lot of people, that they're seeing that going, it's desperation by the Democrats. They're taking that whole spaghetti pot and throwing it against the wall to see if anything sticks to try to hurt Trump, to knock his momentum down. It amazes me how, I mean, you talk about fight or flight syndrome, and they're just clawing away, trying to do something, and nothing's working. And I'm laughing watching everybody trying to justify, number one, acting like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, a virtual reality haunted house has been shut down because social justice warriors, those little fucking snowflakes they are, branded it hurtful to the mentally ill and got it shut down. Now we can't even have haunted houses because it's going to upset people. This is how bad it's getting out there, people. That we can't even have Halloween anymore. We can't have haunted houses because it's going to hurt someone's feelings. Oh my God. And what is it? Pepe the Frog is now listed as hate speech or a symbol of racism. A picture of a fucking frog the left is trying to pin because it's supposed to represent Trump. So it's now represented as a hate meme. Jesus Christ. The silencing of free speech anymore, because if you do not speak like them, it is called hate speech. If you disagree with them, they now think that is hate speech. People, this is the destruction. And when I talk about my constitutional rights on this show or in real life, I'm not talking about just my Second Amendment rights. I'm talking about all of them because Hillary said that the government has a right to regulate all of our constitutional rights. Which, Hillary, if you're listening, you need to go back to law school. We know you could barely pass the bar exam. And yes, you social justice warriors, I know I couldn't pass the bar exam. I didn't go to school to become a lawyer. So, yeah, I couldn't pass it. But what I do understand is that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights were set up to give us inalienable rights that the government did not have a right to dictate. These are our rights. The government has to shut their mouth on. They do not have a right to regulate our Bill of Rights. And Hillary thinks she has the rights. And that is, you can see it out of the left. These progressive liberals. They are trying to silence. Because that's also the only way they could win. The only way they can win is by silencing the opposing conversation. It's going on with the gun debate. I had that one little snowflake. She used to be a political science professor. And as soon as you say something against her, block. They don't want opposing speech, so they go, look, we are the majority. Look, we are the only voice. We are justified. That's why I hear all the time from people, there's nothing I could do about it. There's nothing I could do. The government's out of control. There's nothing I could do. I'm not going to vote. It's not worth it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Stand up, speak up, because it will make a difference. Saying on social media, disagreeing. I'm not saying start arguments. Disagree if you disagree. We can't let them have the only conversation out there, because if that's the only conversation people hear, they think that's the only opinion out there. And that is what they're trying to do, make it sound like they are the only opinion. It was working for a while. People are waking up to that, and they're stopping it. They're stepping up and saying, bullshit. You are not the majority. These anti-gun fucking nuts, twisting of the polls, lying outright. This isn't kind of little white lies. They are blatantly lying. 97% of the people want gun control. Yeah, show me anything where 97% of the United States agree on anything. I don't think we can agree that we breathe oxygen. try not to cuss. For no other reason, I'm just trying not to cuss. Oh, George Takei signed and J.J. Abrams signed an anti-Donald Trek against Trump letter. Well, I guess I won't be watching any more Star Trek. Hey, you know what? I'm not watching football. J.J. Abrams is defending the sexual violence in HBO's Westworld that's under fire by the liberals that he helps prop up. You got Ice Cube calling for a third term for Obama, even though it is against the rules. Hell with the rules. We don't need rules. We can do whatever the hell we want. They're liberals. It's just... Yeah, the Black Lives Matter, who are just turning into, a violent hate group. Maybe they had good intentions at first. I don't know. I wasn't involved. I'm not going to make judgment. But they're turning into a hate group. They're turning violent. They're becoming a militant group of the liberals. They are a modern-day version of the KKK. I know, that will get me in trouble even with some of my friends. But that's how I see it. They're being twisted. They're being used. They're being brainwashed. And it's coming from George Soros. I know. Immediately jump on the conspiracy. That's why that man is banned from having any involvement in several countries. He is listed as a terrorist in several countries. I mean, it's seriously, folks, we are in trouble. And I don't know. I was talking to a relative of mine on Facebook, and I think it was me and Crash were talking about it. We're in trouble no matter who wins the election. Well, if Hillary wins, the right is not the violent. The left is the one that I kind of worry about. And yes, I do. Because they're showing their violence right now. And if they lose, the snowflakes don't know how to handle their emotions. Because they've been told that they're winners. They are winners. And if they lose, they're going to lose their shit, basically. Excuse me to putting it like that, but they're going to lose their minds. And they are going to think that it is upon them to take things into their own hands and justify it. Now, NBC went after Trump, saying that he would try to overthrow the elections if he loses. I think it would be Hillary. She's losing it too. I mean, how stupid was she to do a video screaming, maybe not screaming, but yelling at the camera, "Why am I not 50% ahead?" very easy, Hillary. Because of videos like that. You think all of this is owed to you. You think it should be dropped in your lap. And that's the problem. People are tired of this progressive bullshit. It's gone too far. It has gone way too far. So it shouldn't have gone on as far as it did. We have our government taking control of land, just stealing land. They've taken, I forget the amount of land they just took in Alaska. And people are sitting there applauding it. That's what really, oh good, the federal government's coming in to save today. No, that's not the way it works. You give that much power to somebody, you give that much power, there's going to be corruption. It's people are being attacked, beat up, assaulted for simply supporting a candidate. Whether you like that candidate or not, whether you think that candidate is a racist. Because I know Hillary is a fucking racist. I have pictures of her being a racist. I have pictures of her hugging and kissing a grand wizard and a recruiter. And no, I do not give a shit that Robert Byrd, Democrat Senator Robert Byrd, apologized. That does not justify him being a Grand Wizard KKK recruiter. That does not abolish his sins for what he did, whether direct or indirectly. Because let me tell you, if that was a Republican senator and he had that history, he would have never made it till 2010. I'm to sit there and tell me, that you can't bring that up because he apologized. I don't care. But that doesn't mean just because I think, and I'm positive Hillary is a racist, I'm not going to go around ripping people's signs down. I'm not going to go and beat the shit out of them because they're supporting Hillary. It's... This is not good, people. And that's why it scares me with the left. When they turn violent just for you wearing a Make America Great hat. that also shows me that you're weak-minded. If you are that easily twisted by the left into believing all this bullshit and turning violent because of it, that's scary. That's scary. That's screaming you do not have a mind of your own. You cannot think for yourself. And no, this isn't white versus black. This is... And I hate that. As soon as you bring stuff up, oh, you're racist. I put up a picture and called Hillary a racist. And I got called racist because I was talking... I'm a white guy talking about a white man and a white woman, and I'm the racist. Please, someone explain that to me. Because I can't figure it out. And then I also love to hear how I don't care about people. I care more about people than you fucking progressive liberal pussies. I've seen you on the ambulance working alongside of me. And a majority of you wouldn't get out of the fucking seat if you thought you were going to get hit with a snowflake. Friggin' disabled because I put my life on the line for anybody and everybody. I didn't look at political party. I didn't look at nationality, ethnicity, color of the skin, religion, none of that. None of that. I gave everybody the same care. But because on Twitter and Facebook, you think you can throw me into this blanket statement, it tells me right away you're a fucking moron and that you're weak. And I'll tell you, when you call me a racist, I wear that with a badge of honor anymore because that tells me you do not have any other subject to talk about. Your only resource is to cry racist. Your only resource to try to stop that conversation from happening is to call me a racist. Well, seriously, that's weak. That is really weak. That tells me you do not have any weapons at you. Now I'm talking mental weapons. Any conversation. It's sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's really funny. And other times it's just plain sad. Well, almost that time. In fact, it is that time for a break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, Speaker, YouTube, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. Running behind. Isn't that always fun? I got looking at an article and wasn't paying attention. So Hillary Clinton now says, you waiting on this one? It's really hard for a woman to be tough and likable. So now she's trying to play the woman card on why she's failing her campaign. She went on a Mary J. Blige show, and, you know, they're holding hands. It's really hard. Let's see if I can pull it up. Oh, my God. Listen. She's losing, so now she's going to pull the woman card. LA Times has Trump ahead by 6. So, I mean, seriously, she's going to pull the woman card. I can't. Oh, my God. Oh. Here it is. How long is this? I thought there was a video here. I thought there was a video. I saw a video when I first looked at this. Huh. I guess not. Whoop. Could there be? Could there be? Could there be? Yep. Is that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. So why did Mary Jane Blige sing to Hillary Clinton? And I'm sorry, but if it almost sounds like emotionally, and not because she's a woman. It sound, I'm not even going to go there because she's just trolling. She's trolling for sympathy. And she's trying to cry about her being a woman, and that's why it's hard to try to get people to back her. So Obama is crediting the U.S. Olympic success to immigrants. And those that came over the Rio Grande. Jesus Christ. How many days left does this jackass have? Let's see. 100 days. 100 days, 12 hours, 56 minutes, and 30 seconds. 27, 26. I want to bang my head against the wall sometimes with him. I really do. The hell? This is kind of the same week that fans in Miami learned that there's indeed crying in baseball. Fans in Pittsburgh learned that there are ties in baseball too. Thursday night, the Pirates and Cubs played to a 1-1 stalemate. It was ended because of rain. I think that comment about no crying in baseball was a little, maybe not the smartest comment, I will admit. But back to Hillary, she goes out there and she says that Clinton goes out there and says that Merkel is her favorite leader. The woman that's fucking destroying Germany. One whose popularity is diving faster than anything. She's going to go out there and say, she's my favorite. Whoever is running Hillary's campaign should be fired. I mean, yes, I want to see Hillary fail, but you know what? Oh, my God. God, come on. Bernie sold out to the devil. Now, and touch on this real quick. New Hampshire, Hillary had a 15-point lead. It's now down to a 7-point lead. Almost cut it. Well, cut it by more than half. Libertarian, Gary Johnson received 13% in New Hampshire, which is now also making the Democrats target Gary Johnson. They're going after him. And I would not be surprised. I got thinking about it. With some of the shit Gary Johnson is saying, his stance is very, very Hillary Clinton-esque. How many times has the Republican Party got screwed over because the Democrats financed the independent candidate that sounded Republican to take some of the votes away from the Republicans? Wouldn't it be poetic justice if the Republicans set up Gary Johnson to sound liberal to pull votes away from Hillary? Chances of Gary Johnson winning, not because he's a libertarian, but the chance because it's not a major party, and that's the way the majority of the United States votes, one or the other. That's the way it's been going for a long time. Right, wrong, indifferent. I'm not arguing that debate. But Gary Johnson was a Republican. What are the chances that they got paid off to sound like liberals to yank votes away from Hillary? Democrats been doing it for decades now against the conservatives. It would be poetic justice. It seriously would. And you know what? About damn time. If that's what's going on. But now the Democrats they're panicked. They're freaking out. Now he needs a third-party spoiler. They don't like it being done to them. They thought it was funny all these years. They thought they were smart all these years doing it. And now... where did that come from? It bubbled up. Now, I'm surmising. I have no proof on it. But I find it just clicked to me. You know, you can't be that fucking stupid as a politician with some of the things that Gary's done. To say you're libertarian, it's hurting the Libertarian Party. But, I mean, seriously, wouldn't you rather see a conservative over Hillary getting in? I mean, if that was me, hey, you know what? If it's going to help and it's going to keep that devil out of office, I can go out there and look like an idiot. So, but it's pissing off the liberals. It's pissing off the Democrat Party, and they're attacking Gary Johnson. And they're trying to do you vote for him, the third-party candidate like Gary Johnson. Is a vote for Donald Trump. They're trying that now. I mean, they've always backed the independents. Now, they be running scared. And they're now spending money to campaign against him, and they're doing ads against him. They were ignoring him for a while. Now they're going, oh shit, he's pulling votes away from us. Crap, we got to do something. And I'm sorry I'm laughing, but this Gary Johnson ticket is actually pulling away young voters, which was the mainstay of Obama coalition, and it's what Clinton needs to pull away, and she's losing it. And I don't even want to say, because there's a lot of young that are looking at Trump and kind of going, shit, he's making sense. It's funny, the rhetoric that's coming out of the campaign of Hillary. I mean, like I said, they're crying about it's hard being a woman. You got to be tough and likable at the same time. And now the nasty campaign rhetoric breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see all the mean-spirited, divisive, bigoted things that are being said in our country. And she placed her hand on her chest as she said it. And Clinton opened up her rally proclaiming that she wanted her campaign to be about something, not against somebody. We can have difference, for heaven's sake. We're Americans. That's in our DNA. But, honey, you're the one that's been attacking people for having a different fucking view. You're the one that threw everybody in the deplorable basket. You're the one that has been a fucking bigot and attacking people for it. So you sitting there talking about the nasty rhetoric? You better put a mirror in front of your face, because it's coming from your campaign. I may not like what some of these people say, but I do respect that it's their right to say it. I'm not the one running around calling everybody a goddamn racist or talking about, oh, you're speaking hate speech just because you disagree with the opinion. That's coming from your campaign, Hillary Rotten Clinton. So don't sit up there and cry because your campaign, that the way you ran it, is now hurting you. You control your campaign. You control the tempo. You control the content. And if you don't, then you don't deserve to be president. If you can't control your campaign, how are you going to control a country? You turn the campaign nasty. And Donald Trump pointing out what's wrong in America is not dumping on America. It's being a realist and not hiding the truth. You talk about him being a billionaire and all that. Well, the truth came out about your father's small business where he made, well, way above what small businesses make. Hillary talks about paying the highest tax rate. Yeah, I want to see that paperwork. We've seen her fund money through her campaign. She's laundered money through her, her foundation to flow it back to her without paying taxes. She's donated $1 million to her campaign and then flowed that money right back to her so they can have a write-off, a tax write-off. So don't sit there and talk that you're grateful you paid the highest tax margin. Because if so, you got one stupid fucking tax attorney. Because if you're paying the top bracket and you're not getting the tax breaks, I don't want you leading the country because you're not smart enough to do the deductions. And it's an outright lie, which is common from Hillary. I'm not sick. You do not have an honest bone in your body. I wouldn't trust you carrying a bucket of water. So the rhetoric breaks your heart, then stop spewing it. Attorney generals out of 4 states have filed a last-ditch bid to stop the handoff of the internet, which could put the safety of our country in jeopardy. The handoff of the internet is putting our country and our secrets at risk. You got to understand, an internet law professor has pointed out there is currently nothing prohibiting ICANN post-transition from eliminating or transferring what is essentially the web addresses for U.S. government and military websites. A company owned by or located in Russia or China could end up managing whitehouse.gov, FBI.gov, or army.mil. Losing control of these web domains would put our nation's security at risk. FCC commissioner has said, if you cherish free expression, you should be worried. This is irreversible. Our president giving up control without permission is unconstitutional. And people just, oh, no, you got to give it up to the world. No, we don't. No, we don't. Well, we have 4 AGs that have filed suit to block the transfer. And hopefully we get a judge that will block this, because it's due to take effect tomorrow. I don't see where it's a good idea to transfer and give control where we're going to have countries that are not out to do good will have control of the internet. Handing over control to a non-government entity would give countries like Russia and China the ability to control online speech. And I know they deny, oh, that's not going to happen. Yeah, you can keep your doctor too. You can keep your insurance too. And we're going to lower your prices. It just... It blows my mind that people actually support this maneuver to give up control. This proposal is an essential give up the U.S. oversight role that it's had for the last 20 years, basically for the entire commercial lifespan of the internet, to a company called ICANN, which is an international organization which includes a number of foreign countries. And it's an unprecedented move, and one that, as Mr. DeMint points out, is irreversible. Once we give up this oversight role, we can't get it back. It's not broke, but Obama feels he could fix it by giving it to the UN. This is also a man that's been trying to push for a federal police force that would be have oversight given to the UN. Said it before, I'm going to keep saying it. The UN is not the entity that we were told it is or was. The UN is turning into an organization that has not to their intentions are not for the betterment of any country. Their intentions are for grabbing more power. They're trying to become a national government that will rule over the world. I know it sounds kind of cartoonish or comic book. But I could see one of their leaders up there like the Austin Powers movie. We're going to take over the world. But the thing is, their actions are showing that. They're trying to get their hands in controlling more things, and if the UN can control the internet, they control the flow of information. We have shown that they don't care about the actual truth or freedoms. They care about power and control. And that's what this is sort of about, him giving up control. We're going to be losing free expression, possibly free speech on the internet if this is handed over. It may not happen immediately, but within 5 years it'll start happening. And this president skipping and cherishing that moment. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube, Spreaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media, has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying confidence, stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless I have frigging computer problems, as I've had technical internet computer issues. Well, also, do you want to support the show? Or do you just want a fucking kick-ass t-shirt? Well, go to reaver.one/shop and check it out. I got a large selection. I got custom-made survival bracelets. So go to reaver.one/shop, or just go to reaver.one and click the shop button. So, I bet you England was at, we elected a Muslim mayor. Oh, we're so great. Now they're going, shit. Shit. Because now you got the mayor of London, and it comes out he has some ties to some extremist groups. And he's now saying he's going to have a separate London immigration system. Even with the BritX, he doesn't care. He's going to do his own immigration system in London. That's kind of great. You have a mayor saying he's going to override, for a better way, the federal government, the parliament. He is going to override them and do whatever he wants. The UK IP's leader in the London Assembly has slammed the city's left-wing mayor for pushing for a destructive and divisive separate immigration system for the capital after the UK leaves the EU and takes back control of its borders. Sadiq Khan, London's first Muslim mayor, revealed Wednesday that he is working on a model that will ensure we carry on recruiting and attracting talent with business leaders, the Chancellor, and the BritX and Foreign Secretary. He has also been running a campaign called London is Open under the slogan, London, everybody open, or welcome. It is thought the mayor wants a tailor-made visa system to keep migration higher in London. He told Sky News that Tory minister gets it and that he will be meeting with the Prime Minister soon to push the plan. Sadiq Khan's plan for London has to be the most destructive and divisive plan yet. A specific visa option for London is quite literally beyond parody, blasted Peter Whittle, who was UK IP's mayoral candidate this year. The mayor claims to work for all Londoners. He doesn't. His policies would merely create division, greater and deeper inequality, and bizarrely immigration control along with M25. So basically he says he doesn't care what the parliament says. He's going to do whatever he wants. He controls London, nobody else. I cannot believe I'm still stuffed up. Trust me, I feel a hell of a lot better. But the pain's still there. I mean, we got another friggin' hurricane coming up. Trust me, I can feel it. So, Obama's first economic chief says 1/3 of men will be jobless. Obama's own very first economic chief, President Obama, I just by 2051, underneath the current setup, economical arrangements, he expects more than 1/3 of the men between the ages of 25 to 54 will be out of work at mid-century. Summers ran Obama's National Economic Council in 2009 and 2010. He was the Treasury Secretary for President Bill Clinton, president of Harvard University from 2001 to 2006, and teaches there now. His new prediction of high unemployment is silent about the impact of high immigration. Immigration is a priority for the Democrat Party because it is bringing millions of people who likely vote Democratic in future elections. The other thing is, the Democrat Party used to be, quote unquote, for the working man. And to an extent, they sort of were. Sort of. Now, the Democrat Party is for immigrants. They're not even the party of tolerance. They're not even the party of choice anymore. They are the party for whatever isn't America. They're not even backing and helping minorities like they used to. They try to use minorities still. Use every 4 years. They're not for the gay, lesbian community. I'm looking at TV and they're talking about Trump tweeted about that Miss Universe whole bullshit. Hey, he directed people to go watch your porn. Listen, they've been attacking his wife. Liberals have. They have attacked his wife for modeling partially nude. But because he's pointing out she's in a porn, that's totally different. I just... All right. The weekend's coming up. I'm actually going to take off a little bit early this weekend. I want everybody to have a safe and great weekend. I'll be back Monday, my normal time. Repeating myself here like a moron. I want everybody to have a great and fun weekend. Be safe. Make sure you're back. And with that, I'll see you Monday. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.